Hey everyone and welcome back. Today we're counting down the top 30 underrated Donghua you probably haven't seen but need to watch. From classic cultivation journeys to epic battles, clever strategies, and hidden gems flying under the radar internationally, this list has something for every Donghua fan. Grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's dive in. Dive into the world of Shen jianxin, a seemingly ordinary cultivator whose determination and loyalty set him apart. Along his journey, he faces powerful enemies, uncovers hidden secrets of his sect, and discovers inner strength he never knew he had. The story blends humor, action, and heartfelt moments, making it perfect for viewers looking for a hero's growth in a richly crafted world that's too often overlooked. Alright, next up we've got the Melee Mage. This one's pretty fun because the main guy doesn't just punch his way through fights. He mixes martial arts with elemental magic. That combo makes the battles feel way more unique than your usual just blast them with power approach. On top of that, the story has some clever twists and surprisingly solid character moments. It's one of those shows you wonder, why doesn't more people talk about this? Definitely worth checking out. The Legend and the Hero, a Donghua that mixes cultivation with a rich mythological backdrop, follows the journey of Wu Geng after his world gets completely turned upside down. What really makes it stand out is how it combines epic battles, clever strategies, and a story full of gods, humans, and rebellion. The art style might feel a little different at first, but once you're in, the detailed world building and intense action keep you hooked. It's a series that's still surprisingly overlooked internationally, making it a hidden gem for anyone looking to explore something epic, dramatic, and completely underrated. One way or another, get ready for some intense battles and a cultivation story that's anything but predictable. The main character is clever, always coming up with smart tactics to get out of tricky situations, and you really get to see him grow over time. There's plenty of twists too, unexpected betrayals, surprising alliances, and moments that keep you on your toes. It's still surprisingly underrated, but if you give it a chance, you'll find it's layered, exciting, and way more engaging than most casual viewers might expect. Grandmaster of Alchemy. This one dives deep into the world of alchemy and cultivation, where success isn't just about fighting, but about mastering knowledge and patience. The main character's journey is packed with trials, experiments, and the kind of clever problem-solving that feels really fresh compared to standard battle-heavy Donghua. There's still action and rivalry, of course, but the focus on alchemy makes it stand out. If you're into strategy, world-building, and the craft behind cultivation, this series has a lot to enjoy and keeps things interesting in its own unique way. The Degenerate Drawing. Now this one's a real wild card. Imagine a cultivation story where drawings actually come to life, turning art into power. The main character isn't just fighting with fists or magic, he's literally sketching his way through battles, which makes for some really funny and clever moments. It mixes comedy with strategy in a way that feels fresh. And the creativity behind the cultivation system is what keeps it so fun to watch. If you're looking for something a little different, this series definitely delivers. Coming in at number 24, 100 Refining Soaring Record. This one's all about pushing limits and growing stronger with every challenge. The main character goes through intense training, crazy battles, and some clever strategies that keep you hooked. It's got that classic cultivation vibe with a mix of action, suspense, and a few surprises along the way. If you like seeing a protagonist rise through hard work, smart moves, and epic fights, 100 Refining Soaring Record is a fun one to check out. We continue with Star Martial God Technique. This one's all about classic cultivation vibes with a twist. The main character trains hard, hones his martial skills, and grows stronger in a very traditional way. If you're a fan of old-school cultivation Donghua, you'll love the rivalries, mentor-student moments, and epic battles that really capture that classic feel. Plus, clever strategies and inventive fights keep it fresh and exciting throughout. Next up is The Legend of the Skylord. This series takes cultivation to a grand scale. The protagonist masters elemental powers while navigating rival sects, deadly plots, and massive battles that feel truly epic. If you love high-stakes rivalries, clever strategies, and breathtaking action, this one delivers it all. From tense schemes to jaw-dropping fights, it's a journey that keeps you on the edge of your seat. At number 21, we've got martial god Assura. This Donghua follows Chu Feng, a fearless cultivator who rises from humble beginnings and takes on overwhelming odds with sheer determination and wits. What makes it shine is the mix of intense rivalries, shocking plot twists, and those big all-or-nothing battles that really hit hard. You'll get secret techniques, powerful sects, and plenty of drama as Chu Feng fights his way to the top. If you're looking for a story that captures the thrill of climbing the cultivation ladder while keeping you hooked with non-stop action, martial god Assura delivers exactly that. At number 20, 3000's Roads takes the spotlight. This Donghua plunges you into a vast, dangerous world where every path is a challenge and every decision can shape your destiny. The protagonist faces countless obstacles, from cunning enemies to legendary beasts, and must push beyond his limits to survive and grow. The fights aren't just battles, they're spectacles of skill, strategy, and raw determination. If you're in for a journey filled with adventure, awe-inspiring power-ups, and epic moments that make your jaw drop, 3000's Roads delivers in full. Millenniums of Warring States. This underrated gem transports viewers to an era of eternal conflicts where cultivators rise amid chaos. The narrative balances intense battles, clever tactics, and personal ambitions, offering a layered story of loyalty, rivalry, and destiny. Its meticulous world-building and character development reward patient viewers, making it perfect for fans who love epic cultivation sagas with historical twists. Myth of Eternity. A story steeped in mythology and lost civilizations, where the protagonist unravels ancient secrets to master cultivation. Rich in lore and epic in scale, the series emphasizes clever strategies, teamwork, and the consequences of ambition. Its subtle humor and hidden plot twists keep it engaging, making it an underrated yet fascinating addition to the cultivation genre. Definitely one of the best picks that I choose for this list and one of my favorite. Coming in at number 17 is Fighter of Destiny. An early cultivation Donghua that most fans overlooked at its release, but it truly deserves more recognition for its depth and character-driven story. The series follows a determined young cultivator who faces illness, destiny, and overwhelming odds, yet continues pushing forward with resilience and hope. With a 3D remake on the way, now's the perfect time to revisit it and experience a story that mixes heart, strategy, and epic battles in a way that still holds up today. At number 16, we've got Spare Me, Great Lord. This one flips the usual cultivation formula on its head, with a protagonist who's as witty and shameless as he is powerful. Instead of playing the noble hero, he trolls his enemies, bends the rules, and somehow always comes out on top. The mix of comedy, wild power-ups, and sharp strategy makes it ridiculously entertaining, while still delivering flashy battles and surprising twists. It's a series that proves cultivation doesn't always have to be serious. It can be clever, chaotic, and downright fun. Before we jump into number 15, if you're enjoying this countdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the channel for even more hidden gem Donghua recommendations. Alright, now let's continue. At number 15, we have Shadow of Heaven, a darker, more mysterious cultivation series where the protagonist's path is filled with betrayal, secrets, and a constant struggle for power. The tone is heavier than most, with suspenseful storytelling and battles that feel sharp and intense. If you're into cultivation stories that lean toward the dramatic and the sinister, Shadow of Heaven is one you don't want to miss. At number 14, we have War God System, I'm Counting on You. This Donghua leans into system-based cultivation where the protagonist relies on a mysterious guide that constantly pushes him toward impossible goals. What makes it stand out is the mix of action and humor as the main character juggles outrageous tasks while still climbing toward strength. The battles are fast, the system mechanics fun to follow, and the comedy keeps things light without losing that epic cultivation feel. If you enjoy seeing a cultivator thrown into ridiculous situations but still managing to win, this one's worth a watch. Coming in at number 13 is I Annoyed Millions of Cultivators. With a title like that, you know this one doesn't take itself too seriously. The protagonist constantly stirs up trouble, but what makes it fun is how his unorthodox methods and smart strategies keep him one step ahead. The humor is sharp, the battles have clever twists, and the character interactions feel fresh and unpredictable. It's a hidden gem where you'll laugh one minute and get hyped for a fight the next. For anyone tired of the same old formulas, this is a refreshing pick. At number 12, we've got The Charm of Soul Pets. This one takes a different approach, blending cultivation with spirit beasts and the deep bond between humans and their companions. The protagonist's growth is tied to his pets, with battles that highlight both clever teamwork and personal strength. The world building really shines, offering a unique system that feels refreshing while staying true to the genre. If you've ever wanted to see cultivation mixed with strategy, loyalty, and the thrill of raising powerful companions, this underrated Donghua deserves a spot on your list. At number 11, we've got Proud Swordsman. This Donghua puts the sword at the center, with the protagonist carving his path through talent, determination, and sheer willpower. What makes it stand out is the balance between graceful duels and a story about pride, rivalry, and growth. Every fight feels sharp and meaningful, while the character's journey keeps you invested. For fans of sword-focused cultivation and stories about personal honor, Proud Swordsman is a hidden gem worth checking out. Breaking into the top 10, it's Thousand Autumns. This Donghua is a stunning mix of martial arts philosophy, breathtaking fights, and one of the most compelling mentor-student dynamics in the genre. Its atmosphere is calm yet intense, with a story that values both inner growth and epic battles. The visuals are striking, and the choreography of fights feels like moving art. If you're looking for a deeper, beautifully crafted cultivation series, Thousand Autumns is a must-watch. At number 9, we have Blader Soul. This one dives into the bond between cultivators and their weapons, turning blades into more than tools. They're extensions of the spirit. The protagonist's journey is one of forging strength through hardship, with duels and rivalries that keep the pace sharp and exciting. It's intense, heartfelt, and delivers that old-school cultivation vibe with a fresh spark. If you love epic battles where every slash matters, Blader Soul won't disappoint. At number 8, we've got All Hail the Sect Leader. This Donghua mixes humor, leadership, and cultivation in a way that feels both fun and exciting. The protagonist isn't your usual serious hero. He's witty, playful, and often stirs up chaos, but always manages to come out on top. What makes it shine is how it balances comedy with genuine cultivation progress and epic fights. If you've ever wanted a lighter take on sect building with plenty of laughs, this one will hit the spot. Sliding into number 7 is King of Wandering Cultivators. This Donghua flips expectations by giving us a protagonist who seems lazy, carefree, and not too serious, until he completely dominates. The humor lands perfectly, and the casual attitude makes his victories feel even more satisfying. Beyond laughs, the story has sharp battles, clever strategies, and a unique world where being underestimated becomes his greatest strength. It's funny, refreshing, and seriously underrated. At number 6, we have One Step Towards Freedom. This Donghua follows Ye Yu, an earthling who finds himself in a mystical realm, navigating through forced marriages, powerful enemies, and complex alliances. His journey is marked by rapid cultivation, strategic battles, and a growing harem of formidable women. The series blends humor with intense action, offering a fresh take on the cultivation genre. If you're into epic adventures with a mix of romance and martial prowess, One Step Towards Freedom is a must-watch. Breaking into the top 5, we've got God of Desolation. This Donghua delivers a dark yet thrilling take on cultivation, where the protagonist must survive in a world ruled by chaos, ancient powers, and overwhelming enemies. What makes it shine are the high-stakes battles and the brutal climb towards strength that feels both epic and relentless. If you enjoy intense action and a protagonist who refuses to bow down, this one's a real hidden gem. At number 4, legendary Overlord takes us on a visually stunning journey filled with adventure, sacrifice, and personal growth. The main character's determination to protect his family while rising through the cultivation world makes the story both heartfelt and action-packed. Epic battles, mystical powers, and emotional stakes come together beautifully, making this Donghua one of the most underrated treasures out there. It was also one of my favorites when I first started watching Donghua. At number 3, we've got Divine Lord of the Heavens, a Donghua that blends reincarnation, revenge, and cultivation into one powerful story. It follows Qin Yang, a cultivator betrayed and left for dead, who unlocks memories from 9 past lives through the Divine Seal Pearl. With this second chance, he takes on hidden enemies, protects those he loves, and rises against overwhelming odds. The battles are intense, the world building feels vast, and every twist keeps you hooked. Despite how good it is, this series is still flying under the radar for many viewers, making it one of the best hidden gems you can dive into right now. Runner-up at number 2 is The Land of Miracles. This Donghua stands out for its unique twist. The story follows 2 protagonists who share a single soul, navigating a world filled with danger, strategy, and powerful cultivation systems. Their intertwined fates create tension, drama, and emotional depth that keeps every episode gripping. The battles are inventive, the world is expansive, and the story constantly surprises you with clever twists. For anyone who loves seeing teamwork, strategy, and high-stakes cultivation done in a fresh way, The Land of Miracles is an absolute must-watch. And finally, at number 1, we have 10,000 Worlds. This Donghua truly embodies the spirit of epic cultivation, taking viewers through countless realms, legendary battles, and rivalries that span multiple worlds. The protagonist faces insurmountable challenges, builds alliances, and hones his power in ways that feel both massive and personal. Every episode is packed with jaw-dropping action, clever strategies, and unforgettable moments that make it the perfect grand finale for our list. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like these hidden gems and want to see more underrated Donghua recommendations, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the channel. We've got plenty more epic series coming your way.